not be able to stay home, brother. You'll not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You'll not be able to lose yourself on skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Mendel Rivers to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Shepherds or Wardell, will not star Natalie Woods, Steve McQueen, Bullwinkle, or Julie. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised. Those are the famous words of Gil Scott Heron's "The revolution will not be televised." Heron wrote his landmark piece at the age of 18, and by the 1970s, he would become the voice of the black protest culture. But many people of my generation, including myself, first heard of Gil through his indirect contributions to hip-hop. For example, his music has been sampled on numerous classic hip-hop albums, from Kanye West's Late Registration to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Complication. Heron could take the news of the day, transform it into social commentary, wicked satire, and proto-rap anthems. You can see Gil's indirect contributions from artists like Chuck D of Public Enemy, Mos Def of Black Star, and Paris, and other political rappers structure their rhyme schemes similar to his own. Due to his influences on the hip-hop culture, some music journalists like Greg Kot of the Chicago Tribune describe him as the godfather of hip-hop. Born in Chicago in 1949, Heron grew up in racism, segregation, and the fight for basic civil rights. But all of those injustices did not keep him from excelling at the different stages of his life. From studying on full scholarship at the prestigious Filson School in the Bronx of New York City to attending his biggest influence, Langston Hughes' alma mater, Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. His brilliance made him one of the most dynamic and unique persons of the black movement in the years following. Heron's novels, The Vulture and Nigger Factory, were contemporary, hip, and fast-moving thrillers set in Lower Manhattan at the time of his publishing in 1970. His most famous work, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, released at the age of 22, was a sarcastic and intelligent critique of the white mass media. His biggest strength was that his music always remained irrelevant. For example, some of his problems that he wrote in the 70s and 80s, like environmental disaster and We Almost Lost Detroit, to family imposed in jail and homeless where the hatred is, has since been intensified. I guess Heron was right when he said that the revolution will not be televised. Mainstream mass media, even in the internet age, has yet to quickly pick up on grassroots movements that make social change possible. I may be paraphrasing when I say this, but even Heron himself said, "How can NBC report from 29 different districts?" Gil was more than just a musician or a highly acclaimed poet. Gil was more than just another strong voice coming from the ghettos of urban America. To me, Gil is a brother who saw the potential in our country and just wanted you to see it, no matter how painful, unpleasant, and eerie he painted that picture. 15 albums, a handful of novels, and the memoir, The Last Holiday, Gil will always be remembered as one of the most outspoken and important commentators of the last 40 years. These are the last lines of his landmark piece, and it's still powerful even after 41 years after its first initial release, and it showcases where we are as a country and how we will progress from here. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You don't have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, a tiger in your tank, or a giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight the germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live. Thank you.